So here's something interesting I've noticed over the last few years. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of lead generation companies out there that will sell you leads. And the idea is you buy these leads, usually you buy them in bulk. And once you've bought these leads, you can then follow up with them in order to get an appointment and then win a new client. And you don't have to do any of the work. Really, all you need to do is buy the leads. They do all the work to generate the leads. They just give you the leads and then you have an appointment and then you have a client. So overall, it sounds pretty straightforward and it actually sounds quite appealing. But is it actually a good idea for your business? That's what I'm going to answer in this video. Now, just to clarify how buying leads usually works, usually someone will see some sort of advertisement online. There'll be some sort of form that they can fill in, usually with their name, email, and phone number. Sometimes it can be more than that. And then once they've filled in that form, the lead then gets sent to whatever company has then bought that lead. Now, if it's an exclusive lead, it just gets sent to one business. And if it's a shared lead, it will get sent to multiple different businesses, and they are all competing to get that same person as a client. So usually lead generation companies will either sell you shared leads or they will sell you exclusive leads. Now, if you buy shared leads, usually it's going to cost a lot less because those leads are shared with other people. But ultimately, I don't recommend even going anywhere near the shared leads model because you're constantly competing against other people, which means a lot of the time when the person has all these different options of people to work with, it doesn't really make you unique in any way. And then a lot of the time you end up competing on price, which is something that no one really wants to do. Instead, it would be a lot better if you could get a way where the leads that you generate, they actually want to work with you before they speak to you on the phone. And it will be much better if you position yourself in a way where you are the expert and they are the ones that actually want to speak to you, rather than you being the one that's chasing to work with them. So I'll talk more about how you can do that later on. But for now, I just wanted to clarify the difference between shared and exclusive leads. And I recommend that if you are going to buy leads, at least only buy exclusive leads. Do not buy shared leads, because at least that will position yourself in a way that's a little bit more unique and exclusive to the leads that you're generating. Now, buying exclusive leads does sound pretty appealing, right? I mean, like I said, you just spend some money to buy some leads and you get leads delivered straight to your inbox. But is buying leads really as good and as effective as it seems? Now, full disclosure and full transparency, selling leads was actually a strategy that I used in my business a few years ago. And I've now moved on from doing that, but I do know exactly how it works because it's something that I've actually done myself. And something very interesting that I've noticed when it comes to selling leads is that the quality of these leads over time, at least from what I've seen, and not just from when I was doing this, when I was selling leads, but from a lot of clients that I've had come to me who have been buying leads from other lead generation companies, and they've been tired of buying leads and now they're looking for a way to get their own exclusive leads. A lot of the time I hear the same thing again and again, and it's all about the quality of these leads. And I've seen that the quality of these leads has been decreasing, okay? The quality of these leads has been decreasing. Now, that's not to say that every single lead generation company that's selling leads is going to get you bad quality leads. That's not the case at all. What I'm saying though is that it's very, very, very difficult to find a good lead generation company, that will actually get you good quality leads. And the reason for that is because it has nothing really to do with the lead generation company. The problem with generating high quality leads when you're buying leads is that you haven't really provided any real value to the person that has filled in that form. A lot of the time, someone just fills in a form to learn more about how you can help them, and then it's up to you to chase that lead to get them onto a phone call. But why would they want to speak to you? Do they know anything about you and your business? Do they know how you can help them? Do they even really believe that you can help them? Do they even think that you're the right fit to help them? There's so many questions going on in the back of the person's mind that haven't been answered that makes it difficult for that person to actually be willing to have a phone call or an appointment with you. And these days, people want to do their research first before working or before even speaking to someone. So if you are going to buy leads, before you jump on a phone call with them, at least try to give them some content first that they can consume so that you can build up more trust before you speak with them, and you can position yourself as an expert and someone that genuinely wants to help them, and most importantly, so that they can actually see you can actually help them. So how do you actually fix that? Well, I just mentioned to you one solution just now, which is if you do buy leads, then I recommend that you at least send them some free content first that they can consume before you speak to them, so that you can build up more trust and position yourself in the right way, so that you can at least increase the chances that they will want to speak to you rather than you being the one chasing them. So that's one thing you can do to improve the quality of the leads that you are buying, if you are buying leads. Now, if you are not buying leads, but you're thinking about buying leads, then really you have to think about, is buying leads going to give me the best return on investment? And I really want you to think about this for a second. Yes, buying leads does save you a lot of time because you don't actually have to be the one generating those leads. But ultimately, when you buy leads, you have to think that there's another company behind the scenes that's spending money to generate these leads, and they're spending their time to generate these leads. And once they generate a lead, they're going to sell you that lead for a premium price because they've done all the work to generate that lead. So say, for example, they might spend, I don't know, $10, $20 to generate a lead. They could then resell you that lead for $100, $200, $300 in some cases that I've seen people selling leads for. So the point is that they're going to add a pretty good markup on top of selling that lead so that they can make a good profit. Now, if you don't care about paying more for leads because you just want to save the time that it would take you yourself to generate the lead yourself, then sure, go ahead and buy all the leads that you like, as long as they're exclusive leads and as long as you can send them some free content that they can consume so that you can at least build up more value and build up more trust before you actually speak to them. But if you want to really get the best results for the long term, then I would recommend learning how to generate your own exclusive leads. Now, most people don't like doing this because there's a long learning curve when it comes to generating your own leads. You have to learn how to generate your own leads or hire someone to help you generate your own leads. But in the long term, because you're not going to be paying a premium for every single lead that you generate, you're going to be getting leads at a lower cost because you're going to be paying the actual cost of that lead yourself to whatever channel, advertising channel you're using. And over the long term, that means you'll make more profit and a higher return on investment with the leads that you generate. On top of that, another advantage of generating your own exclusive leads is that you are the one in control of your marketing. So you don't have to worry about another company maybe increasing their pricing or maybe saying, hey, for whatever reason, we just don't want to work with you anymore, or anything else that could happen because you're not in control of that marketing process. And even if you do buy leads, I still recommend having your own leads as well. So make sure that no matter what happens, you still have your own source of leads that you're getting consistently into your business. And then the final thing just to think about when it comes to actually buying leads online is, do you actually have the capacity to follow up with these leads and actually get an appointment with them? Because when it comes to buying leads online, you need to do a lot of follow-up with those leads to actually get an appointment with them. And a lot of the clients that I've spoken to over time just do not either have the time to constantly be following up with the leads, or they quite simply don't even want to be following up consistently with these leads, at least not doing it manually. So if you are going to be generating leads, whether you're paying a lead generation company to do it or whether you're generating your own leads, make sure you have an automated way to get appointments. So the way that I do it for my own business and for clients is, once we generate a lead, we show them a video, and that video goes through a problem that they have and it goes through how to solve that problem. And then if they want to learn more about solving that problem, they can click on a button below the video to schedule an appointment and learn more about how to solve that problem. And then what happens is, after people watch the video, if they like what they hear, they schedule a call. And then if for any reason they watch the video but they don't take action, or maybe they just don't watch the video at all, then you need a way in the back end to automatically follow up with these leads until they actually book an appointment with you. And that should be fully automated. You shouldn't manually be chasing the leads and following up with them yourself. Make sure that whole thing is automated. And when it comes to getting these leads to convert, in my experience, it can happen in as little as a week or so, sometimes even a few days. And it can also take months, sometimes even years until leads actually convert. So the important thing is that you keep constantly following up with them until they are ready to work with you. And sadly, most people that either buy leads or generate the leads themselves do not consistently follow up with the leads over the long term. They might follow up for a day or two, maybe even a few weeks, maybe even a few months, and that's really stretching it. But then that's it. They stop following up with them and they're missing out on sales because of that. So you need to make sure that you have a process or some sort of system in the back end that you're using to consistently follow up with the leads over years. Okay, yes, years. That's how long it can sometimes take to get leads to convert. But the important thing is, if you're doing that over time, you'll start to get leads and appointments and people converting every single month. And you'll see as you get conversions one month, the leads that are now converting, they might be leads from maybe a few months ago, maybe even a year ago. And the point is that every month you're getting new people convert. And it's not that they're suddenly all converting right now. It's that you've been building up trust with these leads over time. And now it's reached the point where these leads are just coming to you because you've built up so much trust that they're now ready to move to the next step in your sales process. So with all that being said, at this point, you might be wondering, should I buy internet leads? Is that a good idea for me and my business? Well, hopefully all the information that I've just shown you in this video can help you make a balanced and informed decision. There's no right or wrong answer. So I'm not saying that buying leads is good, and I'm not saying that buying leads is bad. It really just depends on your business. There are some advantages and disadvantages of both options. And all I want you to do is think about all those options so that you can make an informed decision and do what is going to be best for your business. Now, just to summarize, when it comes to buying leads, if you are going to buy leads, I recommend to make sure that they're, number one, always exclusive leads. Number two, make sure you give them some free content to build up trust with those leads. And then number three, make sure you have a strong follow-up process. And if you want to generate leads exclusively yourself, then the advantages to doing that is that you're going to be paying less in the long term to generate your own leads, and you're going to be in full control of your marketing. You're going to be able to increase the amount of leads that you get or decrease the amount of leads that you get. You can do whatever you want with those leads because you're the one that's in control of your marketing. And I think that's a good idea for any business, to always have a way to generate your own exclusive leads, to make sure that no matter what happens, you always have your pipeline full and you always have people that are going to be booking appointments with you and signing up as clients every single month predictably. And you don't have to worry about what happens with maybe another company that you're relying on to provide you with more clients. So I would always recommend having a way to generate your own exclusive leads, even if you are going to be buying leads. But in the long term, I do think ultimately the best decision for most business owners is going to be to generate their own exclusive leads. So if you'd like to learn more about how to generate your own exclusive leads and high quality leads with people that are actually interested in working with you, then what I recommend that you do next is sign up for the free masterclass training that I've recorded. That will go through step by step what you need to do to generate your own exclusive leads, appointments, and clients every single month. So if you want to check that out, I'll include a link to this masterclass training in the description of this video. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.